Important. Write the statement first. A subgroup so this is the statement. Okay, let me explain this statement. All of you see. A subgroup H of a group G is normal if and only if every left coset of H in G is a right coset of H in G. Every left coset is a right coset. Okay. So it is if and only if type. In this chapter I have already told there are three theorems which are necessary and sufficient type. Three theorems are important. This is the second one. First one is already explained. Okay. It is if and only if type. An important theorem. Okay, you write the proof. G is a group and H is a subgroup. Let G be a group and H be a subgroup of G. So we divide this proof into two parts. First part is necessary condition, second part is sufficient condition. Okay. First let us write necessary part. Necessary condition. In necessary condition we suppose H is a normal subgroup of G. H is supposed to be a normal subgroup. Understand? So let us suppose that H be a normal subgroup of G. That is our supposition. What is to be proved here? What is our claim? Every left coset of H in G is a right coset of H in G. Every left coset is a right coset. Okay. So that is our claim. Our claim is every left coset of H in G is a right coset. So that is our claim. Okay. So to prove this necessary part, we use three important properties. Our supposition is H is a normal subgroup. What is our supposition? H is a normal subgroup. So since H is a normal subgroup, we make use of definition. You know the definition of normal subgroup. So the first one we use is since H is a normal subgroup, we can write XH, X inverse belongs to H. Okay, na? The second result is since H is a normal subgroup, by previous theorem you can write H is a normal subgroup. By known result or by previous theorem we can write XH, X inverse equal to H. It is if and only if factual. Okay, na? So the second one is third one is if you take any two left cosets or any two right cosets, they are either identical or disjoint. They are identical or disjoint. And any two left cosets are identical or disjoint. That is the third result we are going to use in this theorem. So any two right or you can take left cosets are either identical or disjoint. So these are the three important properties we are going to use in this theorem. Okay. So here our claim is every left coset of H in G is a right coset of H in G. That is what we have to prove. So from second result, ఎందుకంటే మనం వాడుతుంది H is a normal subgroup. If H is a normal subgroup, this is right అనమాట. XH X inverse equal to H. H is a normal subgroup కాబట్టి XH X inverse equal to H. This implies multiply post multiplication with X on both sides. X తో పోస్ట్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ చేయండి అంటే XH X inverse into X equal to HX. Is it okay? This implies XH X inverse into X by inverse property. G is a group, in a group there is inverse property. X inverse into X or X into X inverse equal to E. So you can write this one E equal to HX. This implies H equal to H equal to HX. So XH equal to HX అనమాట అంటే XH is a left coset, HX is a right coset. అంటే left coset equal to right coset. But if you look at these two cosets are generated by X. X తో జనరేట్ అయినాయి. XH అనేది X తో జనరేట్ అయిన కోసెట్. ఇది లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్. HX ఈజ్ ఏ రైట్ కోసెట్ జనరేటెడ్ బై X తో జనరేట్ అయింది. అంటే ఈ రెండు ఈక్వల్గా అయితే టూ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రైట్ కోసెట్ ఫర్ సమ్ ఎక్స్. ఇక్కడ ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ YH కూడా లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్టేగా, HX కూడా రైట్ కోసెట్. ఈ రెండు ఈక్వల్గా కాదా చెప్పాలి. అర్థమైందా? ఈక్వల్ అయిన Xతో జనరేట్ అయిన రెండు కోసెట్స్ ఈక్వల్లే. ఓకేనా? XH ఈజ్ ఏ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్, HX ఈజ్ ఏ రైట్ కోసెట్. బోత్ ఆర్ జనరేటెడ్ బై X. They are equal. You take it is a left coset. You take another left coset. Let YH be any left coset. ఇది కూడా లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్. మరి అవర్ క్లెయిమ్ ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రైట్ కోసెట్ అని చెప్పాలి. మరి ఇది లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్ YH HXకి సమానం అవుతుందా లేదా? Xతో జనరేట్ అయితే ఓకే, థియరమ్ ఈజ్ ఓవర్. ఓకేనా? ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఎ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్, ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఎ రైట్ కోసెట్. అంటే ఎవ్రీ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్ ఈక్వల్ టు రైట్ కోసెట్, బట్ బోత్ ఆర్ జనరేటెడ్ బై X. If both are different, then what will happen? Okay, in case they are different, you take a different left coset YH is a left coset that is generated by Y. Here YH XH YH are two left cosets for X not equal to Y. X is different from Y. అక్కడైతే X ఈక్వల్ టు X, బోత్ ఆర్ X అనమాట. దిస్ టూ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్స్ అనమాట. యూ యూజ్ దిస్ రిజల్ట్. ఎనీ టూ రైట్ ఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్స్ ఆర్ ఎయిదర్ డిజైన్డ్ ఆర్ ఐడెంటికల్. ఓకేనా? దీస్ ఆర్ టూ లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్స్. ఫ్రమ్ దట్ రిజల్ట్ 3, దీస్ టూ ఆర్ ఎయిదర్ ఐడెంటికల్ ఆర్ డిజైన్డ్. లెట్ us టేక్ ఐడెంటికల్ అనమాట. ఐడెంటికల్ అని తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోండి. సో by known result XH equal to YH or XH intersection YH equal to empty. These are identical means equal, or designed means their intersection is empty. So let us take this result anamata. Either this or this one is true. If you take XH equal to YH, then XH equal to HX. From this XH equal to HX, but XH equal to YH. That implies YH equal to HX. It is a left coset, it is a right coset. So every left coset is equal to right coset anamata. So So the theorem is, the unnecessary part is over. Understand? Okay. So next we shall prove sufficient condition. So write sufficient condition. So in sufficient condition, we suppose every left coset of H in G is a right coset. Okay. Let us suppose that every left coset of H in G is a right coset of H in G. What is to be proved? What is our claim here? Our claim is H is a normal subgroup of G. Simply H normal subgroup అని చెప్పాలి. That is our claim. H is a normal subgroup of G. It is our supposition. You can use supposition in the theorem. Every left coset, you take a left coset and right coset. They are equal anamata. Every left coset is a right coset, means they are equal. Let XH it is a left coset. XH comma HY be any two cosets which is left and right anamata. So you can write separately. Let XH be a left coset and HY be any right coset of H in G. So we have taken a left coset and a right coset anamata. By supposition they are equal. Every left coset is a right coset. Okay, by supposition, therefore XH equal to HY for X not equal to Y. XH is a left coset generated by X. HY is a right coset generated by Y anamata. Y to generate avutundi. Understand? This is supposition. Okay, look at X equal to, X can be written as XE. XE is an element in XH. అర్థమైందా? ఈ XH అనే లెఫ్ట్ కోసెట్లో XE ఉంటుంది. XH is defined, how XH is defined? XH is a left coset defined as XH such that H belongs to H. ఈ Hలో ఉంటే XH అనేది XHలో ఉంటుంది. అండర్స్టాండ్? XE belongs to H. E is an identity element. గ్రూప్లోను సబ్ గ్రూప్లోను ఒక ఐడెంటిటీ ఎలిమెంటే ఉంటుంది. ఈనే అనమాట. E is the identity element in H and G. That means E belongs to H. So XE belongs to XH anamata. Okay. But XH equal to what? XH equal to HY. That implies X belongs to HY. X belongs to HY. X can be written as EX. X equal to EX, okay, by identity property. EX ante by identity property X equal to X, okay na? But EX belongs to HX. EX belongs to HX. HX is a right coset. HX is a right coset. Every element in right coset is of the form HX such that H belongs to H. ఈ హెచ్లో ఉంటే HX belongs to HX, capital HX అనమాట. సో E is an identity element in H. That means E belongs to H. Therefore EX belongs to capital HX అనమాట. రైట్ కోసెట్లో ఉంటుంది. That means X belongs to HX. X belongs to HX. So from this X belongs to HY. HY is a right coset. x belongs to hy. Here x belongs to hx for some x anamata. That means x is common to hx and hy. That means therefore x belongs to hx comma x belongs to hx and x belongs to hy implies what hx hy ki intersection తీసుకోండి. What is their intersection? Empty or non-empty? hx intersection hy is empty or non-empty? There is an element x which is common to hx and hy. Common element ఉంది కదా, అప్పుడు ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ వేస్తే ఎంటీ వస్తుందా నాన్ ఎంటీ వస్తుందా? నాన్ ఎంటీ. దట్ మీన్స్ hx intersection hy is non-empty. Non-empty. You know that by the known result, if you take any two right cosets, they are either disjoint or identical. hx and hy are two right cosets, but they are not disjoint. Disjoint means what? Their intersection is empty. If their intersection is empty, then we say that they are disjoint. But the intersection is non-empty. That means they are not disjoint. Not disjoint means they are identical. Identical. అంతే కదా. అంటే therefore hx equal to hy. hx equal to hy. So hx equal to hy. Okay, but we know that xh equal to hy from this. xh equal to hy. But hy equal to what? hx. So you can write hx. That implies xh equal to hx. This implies xh x inverse equal to h x inverse. That implies xh x inverse equal to x into x inverse is e, h is h. Again by the known previous theorem, xh x inverse equal to h if and only if h is a నార్మల్ సబ్ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ జీ. అర్థమైంది కదా. థర్డ్ రిజల్ట్ రాశా కదా, నేను 3 రిజల్ట్స్ రాశా కదా, అందులో థర్డ్ది హెచ్ ఈజ్ ఏ నార్మల్ సబ్ గ్రూప్ అంటే ప్రీవియస్ థియరం. బై ప్రీవియస్ థియరం ఇఫ్ xh x ఇన్వర్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు h, then we can say that h is a normal subgroup of G అనమాట. By known result h is a normal subgroup of G. Over. Understand?